Hey guys, welcome back to a new video. The season 14 update is live on our devices right now, and today I'll be going over some of the confirmed buffs and nerfs and what the new meta looks like. I want to thank Mr. Roy from the research team for helping me out with these stats and verifying them. First of all, everyone's favorite DRH got a reload speed nerf. Earlier, the reload speed took 2.1 seconds for the full animation and 1.4 seconds if we reload cancelled. Right now, it takes 2.7 seconds for the full animation and 1.6 seconds if we reload cancel. Very minor difference honestly, and not a huge nerf and won't change anything. We are fine using whatever build we currently have with either the 25 OTM or the 30 OTM mag. However, the 5 extra bullets of the 30 OTM may be worth it if we are playing aggressive and fighting multiple enemies at the same time. My recommended build is the same: no stock, tactical laser, OTM mag, granulated grip, and tactical foregrip. And this is what I personally use too. The build can do 40 meter 3 ring for example, and is the best build for the DRH we can make. Next we have the GKS getting a reload speed buff, thus reload faster, and I'll have the stats on the screen now. To make the best use of the buff, we should get into a habit of reload cancelling, and I personally would recommend the 40 mag over the 32 fast mag, and this is my recommended class for the GKS which I use and would recommend. Next we have the Man of War getting a base mag buff. Earlier the base mag had 20 bullets and now we get 25 bullets. The extended mags also have increased bullets now and can be useful for Battle Royale. In my previous build, I had used the 25 mag, but that is not needed anymore, and I have switched it out from the huge suppressor. This buff for the Man of War wasn't needed in my opinion, and in this season, we will see many more Man of Wars being used since we have faster ADS compared to the Man of War in past, and we also get more bullets now, thus we save an attachment slot, which can be used for something else like the huge suppressor for example, and can build it to have enormous range. It's a win-win really, and we are in the Man of War meta now. Speaking of nerfs, the ASM got a big one. The ASM got a range nerf, and the new 3-shot range is 13 meters from the previous 18 meters, while the new 4-shot range is 33 meters from the previous 38 meters. A range nerf was much needed and we finally got it. Right now the ASM can be built in two ways, either for range, and I see some builds with the Marksman barrel being used, but with the range nerf I personally would build it for an anti-SMG build, and I still use and would recommend my previously recommended build. The 40 mag is essential as it still hasn't been fixed and we get 1 frame faster ADS speed, which shouldn't be happening. The second change to the ASM was with the no stock attachment. Apparently it got a buff to ADS speed and is supposed to give 4 frames faster ADS speed according to the rumors. But it still gives 3 frames faster ADS speed after testing, which is the same as before. No changes. The person values got changed, thus for certain builds due to the frame rounding, we can probably see faster ADS than what we'd expect. But with all the builds I have used and recommended in past, the ADS speed is same as before, no changes. The movement speed apparently got a slight buff too, but it is negligible. Thus the no stock buff isn't a huge one and the range nerf was a good decision. The DRH for example has a 14 meter effective range taking the OTM hitbox into account, and the ASM right now is 13 meters but has better hitbox than DRH. Thus these guns are very similar to each other now with slight differences and are quite balanced in relation to each other. Man of War is the only one which is disrupting the balance right now. Every season there seems to be a nerf to the Annihilator, and it got yet another nerf, and now it takes 4 shots to destroy a Vito, Stealth Chopper and a Goliath, which makes it pointless to use as an anti-score streak operator. FHJ can take out all of these score streak in 2 shots for example, thus we should be using the Annihilator for kills only and use the FHJ for taking down score streaks. I would also suggest looking into the Tempest. It is basically a better Annihilator with better aim assist as well, but we need to play slightly passive since it needs to be charged before we can shoot it. It takes down the VTOL and Stealth Chopper in 5 shots but the Goliath in 4 shots, and also prevents the Goliath from moving, thus we can FHJ it easily and safely, no issues. Apart from these buffs and nerfs, 2 new weapons have been introduced: the SKS Marksman rifle and the FR556, commonly known as the FAMAS. The SKS is like the bugged kilo which I had shown in past, and the FR556 we expected it to be a burst rifle, but it actually is full auto. Both of these guns are available in Battle Royale and I have tested it and given my stats on them, which you can find it in a separate community post I had made yesterday. The FR556 is good for playing the 0 to 25 meter range and has really good time to kill compared to the AK-47, which is the most common gun right now in Battle Royale, while the SKS is good for playing longer ranges, and I'll recommend putting a scope on it and just spamming it at range. The time to kill of both of these weapons is competitive in their respective ranges. We have also received a new operator skill called the Gravity Vortex gun, which is like a war machine alternative and useful for hardpoint. Apart from that, the gas grenade will also be introduced, which works like a stun and Molotov at the same time, and I have a community post on it too if anyone is interested in reading it. Overall, the balance changes are good. The ASM rebalancing was much needed, but the Manowar would have been alright even if it didn't receive the buff for it. The reload speed buffs and nerfs are minor, and the Annihilator got hit hard, and taking 4 shots to take down one VTOL or stealth chopper gives enough time for the score streak to kill us, and simply not worth using on higher score streaks. We can use it to kill enemies and take down UAVs and counter UAVs, and that's pretty much it. It's worthless apart from that. Those are all the nerfs and buffs we had alongside some of the new stuff coming to the game. I will be making a separate in-depth gunsmith analysis on the SKS and FR556 when they get released in multiplayer, so stay tuned for it, and I will see you very soon with my next video. Do support the channel by leaving a like, sharing the video to your friends, and also subscribing with the bell icon to not miss out on future videos. Thank you for watching, and I'll meet you again very soon on the next video. Till then, take care guys, and bye.